this offseason, Ryan Poles has added a lot of weapons to the offensive and defensive side of the ball. On today's episode, we're going to talk about where now does the Chicago Bears weapons rank in the NFC North after where we are so far in free agency. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this.
Now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host here, Haize, joined by Big Kev, Bobby, C-Dub, and Stevo, all in the building. And yeah, our names on the screen for all you new people who didn't know who we. I know y'all saw a group full of 5 black men. We all look alike. It's all is what it is. No, but all jokes aside there, man. Let's talk about this. So this is, for everybody who's watching, this is replacing our late night episode unless Ryan Poles does something crazy. So there will be no midnight live stream today. It's Friday. We all been working hard. This is our 21st video since Monday. That's 5 days. 21 videos in 5 days. So we wanted, it's St. Patrick's Day weekend too. I'm definitely getting some green beer at some point this weekend. So we just trying to get this done so we can chill a little bit. We've been working hard for y'all all this week is all I can say, man. Yes. But with that said, let's talk about it, fam. So right now, the Chicago Bears offense, from what we know, we're going off what we know right now, so don't jump down our necks. We have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. We got Gerald Everett. We got Cole Kmet. We got Swift, Khalil Herbert, and Roschon Johnson. Oh, also, did I say Cole Kmet on the tight end? So, and Justin Fields. Where do you rank, from what we know right now, the weapons that we have on offense in the NFC North? Who wants to take it away first?
I'll take it away. Let me preface my statement by saying this will probably be one of the top 2 divisions in the NFL next season when it comes to competitive games. With that said, I'm going to rank my offenses from 4 to 1. I'm going to start with the Minnesota Vikings just because the quarterback concern, we all know, you got Sam Darnold, but,
yeah.
but who can hate on Justin Jefferson? I don't even need to say much about him. I think he's the best player in the NFC North. You can argue with me if you want to, but I think he's the best player in the NFC North. They also got a young, aspiring wide receiver in Jordan Addison, who is an absolute beast. And KJ Osborne is pretty decent as well. Plus, they picked up that bear killer in Aaron Jones. But that is a number 4 ranked offense in this division. At number 2, I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. Number 3, I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. I think they're more top heavy with Amon-Ra St. Brown. He picked up 1,500 yards last season. The next player to be close to him is double down. 889 yards, and that's Sam Laporta, who is nothing to sneeze at. He is a demon. You also got Gibbs out there. He's explosive. He's going to be a beast in the future. We're going to definitely have to deal with him. And, they got Monty too, but you know how my feelings is with Monty. At 2, I'm going to go with those Green Bay Packers. They got some young, inspiring receivers. The numbers ain't better than Detroit Lions, or the Vikings ain't significantly better, but they spread that ball around. Jordan, he threw for 4,100 yards last season. And Jayden Reed is an up-and-coming straight from Chicago, playing with the Ops. Christian Watson is a deep down the field threat. And they also got Romeo Doubs. He's a beast. Then they pick up Jacobs as well. I think Jacobs on that team as well. So they're going to be a threat. But I don't think they better than us. Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. We talking about Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett, and the running backs. Pick whoever you want, but I'm going to pick my new running back. Let's go. Bears is the best.
Okay, I like what you laid out there. Kev, I'll come to you next, brother.
I can't jump in the gun and put the Bears at number 1 yet, but they're going to be up there. It's going to be a battle. I like where the way that C-Dub just laid it out for us. Minnesota, they could quite possibly be number 4, but hey, they could also be 2, 3, or 1. It depends on how Sam Darnold does. He has a lot of weapons out there. I think we left out the tight end, TJ Hawkinson out there too,
nice.
who's also very talented. What they struggle with is the running game. So I think that's why they still stay down there number 4. Number 3, again, I agree with C-Dub with Detroit being at number 3 because you know, they just are top heavy. They have a nice run game, but their receiving core isn't as good as the rest of the teams in the division, including Minnesota. Green Bay, I hate to put them at number 1, but I have them there right now just based on what they just did. Jordan Love's first year as a starter for Green Bay was a resounding success. They made the playoffs, and they don't just have 1 or 2 players that they get that ball to. And we know that Matt LaFleur is an um, offensive coach. They already working on improving that offense to try to get Jordan Love up to 4,500, 5,000 yards. Now, the reason I don't put the Bears at number 1 is because we haven't had a 4,000 yard quarterback yet. We haven't had a season where the offense is just top 5 in the league, and it looks like they have a chance to do it. But I'm taking a wait and see approach before I just go ahead and place them at number 1.
Okay.
All right.
For sure. Stevo.
If I have it currently constructed, I probably, and the key thing is you said weapons. You didn't necessarily say offense or defense. So I'm talking about overall in the division. I got us at third.
We're talking about what offensive weapons. We're gonna get to the defense. We're talking about offensive.
So you just want just offensive weapons?
Yeah, offensive
I'm
weapons.
still put them at third. I have Minnesota at 4. Yeah, they just got Aaron Jones and they got Jets, but I'm not worried about that offense when it comes to Sam Darnold. And I think with the defense we can have, we could cause a lot of problems for Sam Darnold. So I'm putting them at 4. We're going to put the Lions at 2. I think they got the line right. They got a few blue chippers on offense. They probably missing maybe 2 more on offense. And they definitely need to get some more blue chips on their defense, but we're going to get into that. But offensively, I just put them slightly above the Bears just because, as currently constructed before the draft, it's only DJ Keenan Allen that's really the threats out there. So I got them leaning a little bit more. And then first, of course, sad to say, the motherfuckers that be beating us every year, the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers simply just know how to build a proper team. That's just been their calling card. Can't hate about it. They know how to build a team. They know how to draft, and they know when in the right ways to sign somebody. In good case, when they got the running back Josh Jacobs. So, it's no doubt that they just out of everybody on the we just listed. We beat Vikings once, I think. Yeah, we beat them once.
Yeah.
And we beat Detroit once.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't beat Green Bay at all.
Yeah.
And that's to tell you something. So that's why I got them listed at 1.
Although we
So-
did hold them well below their average in that last game.
Yeah.
I'm sure they only scored 8 points. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And I agree. I like most everybody's take and their opinions on it. I'm gonna put Green Bay at the top simply because I don't think they have a good 4 wide receivers that they could turn to. Then they got some young tight ends that they are developing in Luke Musgrave, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but then you talk about Jada Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, and then they had other guys come off the bench and put up big games too. So I got to give them the nod, but I do think that it's not too far ahead from the others that's going to be right behind them, simply because I think that though Josh Jacobs is a threat and a really good running back, I think that it's a drop-off for what Aaron Jones was able to provide for them during this time and how he was able to take advantage of the other teams within the division. I seen the Chicago Bears slow down Josh Jacobs before. I know that the offensive line is going to be better for Green Bay, but I still believe the Bears are very capable of handling him more so than Aaron Jones. Number 2, and I think this is real close between the Bears and the Lions, but I'm going to give the Lions the nod simply because we've seen it before. Right now, we seen our guys, but I think our wide receiver room is still under construction. We still got to get that corrected. So right now, I'm gonna drop the Bears to 3, leave the Lions at 2. The only reason I'm giving them a nod is because we've seen it. But if we look at talking about it paper, I'm moving the Bears at number 2 because I don't know if the Lions have a legit number 2 wide receiver. We have 2 ones and a number 1 tight end, with a number 2 tight end, but I'm gonna show them their respect. And then 4th, and I'm gonna lead Minnesota Vikings at 4th for sure.
I basically agree with Bobby. So it's there for the same reason. The Bears' weapons on paper look amazing, but I need to see it. I need to see it in action first. I don't care if it's a preseason game. I just need to see it in action first, and then my excitement is gonna take off. But Ryan Poles has done what he's supposed to do. He's built a team that's solid enough on paper. Now we just got to see how coaching and the players and everything is gonna fit together. But I agree. You got to give Green Bay like what they're able to do offensively. They just seem to always have it ready to go. Like it just is what it is. Green Bay is a potent offense. They're able to figure it out. I hate to say that. I hate giving Green Bay any type of praise at all. And then Detroit, they're right there at number 2. I do think that Detroit's going to take a step back this year. Terrible ass city, but they got a solid enough offensive team. I can't knock it. And then us, and then Minnesota. So
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
now let's go about the flip side. Now we haven't done a whole hell of a lot on the defensive side of the ball. And so far from what it seems like is that on top of adding the new safety, re-signing Jalen Johnson, it appears to me, and I think we're still going to get an edge in the draft or in free agency, whatever it is, but it appears to me that Ryan Poles is really thinking a full season with Montez Sweat and development from the young guys, because the fact that we haven't gone after a 3-tech yet seems like maybe they're thinking Javon Dexter's going to be able to fill that in, and he very well could be. But let's talk about where the Bears rank defensively in the North. And we're just focused in the division right now, not the overall conference. I don't want to have conference talk until like maybe after the draft, we can start talking about conference talk. But defensively into the division, who wants to take it away first?
Okay, so I'll do it. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead,
Zemo. I think as of currently constructed, we're number 2. But after the draft, we're number 1. I have no doubts about it. But I put them at number 2, and I have to put Green Bay at number 1 as well, because they're just overall, to me, they're the most well-rounded team. And yeah, they ran up against a juggernaut, and that's why they lost. Versus, I feel like Detroit defensively wise is just, they're probably 3rd. They're 3rd. They play tough defense, but they don't have that talent yet to take them over the edge in big games. So I think this offseason is key for them to get that defense right, because they ain't better than us in defense at all. We showed that in both games. But we're definitely number 2, and Minnesota's 4th.
I got Minnesota 4. I got the Bears at 1. I'll just put it there. After Eberflus took over the play calling, the Bears were not only the best defense in the NFC North, but one of the better defenses in the entire NFL. They went out there and showed out after getting Montez Sweat, of course, and they're only adding to it. So I have no problem putting the Bears at number 1, because we've seen what they can do defensively. They got the takeaways. They put pressure on the quarterback. They didn't get as many sacks as we like to see, but I feel like that's going to change. And I think those 2 interior linemen that we drafted last season in Dexter and I can't think of the other one's name. Pickens. I believe they're going to take a step forward. Is Ngakoue still on the squad? Is he still here?
No, he's a free agent.
No.
So he up out of there. So yeah, they're gonna replace. I like what we got from Edmonds and Edwards last season, and I hopefully we can see a healthy Sanborn, T-Dub's son out there this season coming up too. But I feel like the defense isn't the problem. They're gonna, they got a couple of things that they can shore up and get better at. But I feel like they're going to be right there in the thick of tops of the league, not just in the NFC North. So then I got Green Bay 2nd, Detroit 3rd, and Minnesota 4th.
I'm gonna blow y'all mind a little bit, because I'm gonna judge this on how they play the Chicago Bears and what we used to when we play them. So at number 4, I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions. I think they try hard. They devoid of any star. I don't think they have any. Hutchinson's is okay, but is he really like a superstar type defensive lineman? So I put them at number 4. At number 3, I'm gonna give it to the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, I think that's how they got out the playoffs, because their defense failed them. I think they got an incredible offense, but their defense need to catch up to their offense, and their defense is a long way off, I think. At number 2, I'm going to give it to the Minnesota Vikings. That pressure defense that they put on the Chicago Bears is trouble for us. It
Can I
caused
just tell you? Can I just
Yeah.
interrupt you? They ain't
no,
got
you
Danielle
cannot.
Hunter
No,
no.
you. I don't care.
They ain't
I
got
don't-
Danielle Hunter
I
no
know.
more.
I know it. I don't care.
And they
It's
just
a
lost
blitz
their other.
happy. Hold on. Let
They
me
just
finish.
lost 2 edges.
I don't care. I don't care. It don't matter. They blitz happy. It's a blitz happy Minnesota Vikings defense that gives the Chicago Bears trouble all season long last year. I'm going to put them at 2. I think they played us the best defensively last year. And number 1 is us because I'm a homer.
Man, for me is I would start at 4. For me, I think number 4 within the division, you gotta give it to Minnesota. Like Stevo alluded to, the loss of Danielle Hunter hurts, and they just lost their other edge, DJ Wanham, or however you say his name. And I'm not trying to disrespect him, but then they don't have, in my mind, at least right now, somebody considered to be a number 1 cornerback, and they're lacking in the back end and the linebacking core. So we just gonna put them at 4. Number 3, I'm putting the Detroit Lions. I believe they are a one-man show with Aiden Hutchinson coming off the edge. And then the loss of CJ Gardner Johnson, I believe that's gonna hurt them a lot. Plus, he was injured last year, so he's out of there. So you lose a key piece, and you don't have enough coming from your defensive line. Not too worried about that. Number 2, I'm gonna go with the Green Bay Packers. I'm not putting them at number 1 because even though they did sign Xavier McKinney, I still think that there's a little bit missing from the defensive line. They have really good defensive linemen. Let's make that clear. But I don't know if they have that star on the defensive line like a Montez Sweat. And I think that's the separator. Do you have a closer on there? You have guys that are very capable in Green Bay, but do you have a closer? I seen Montez Sweat, be able to affect the games in ways to help the Chicago Bears close. I believe we got a better linebacking core, and I definitely believe our defensive backfield is better. And we just locked up our number 1 cornerback. I gotta rock with the Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's fair. Kev?
Kev went.
Kev went already? Steve-O, you went already too? It's on me?
It's on you,
Drip. It's your turn.
Bro,
21 videos.
Hey, that more time,
21.
bro.
Just enter the time zone.
21.
Bro, think about it this way. 21 videos on just Bear Central this week. You got to add in Bull Central, Locked On Bulls. I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie to you. My brain right now is shit. My son was talking to me for 5 minutes straight, and I was like, "What you say?" And he looked at me. He's like, "You know what? I'm done." He's like, "I'm done. I'm just gonna walk away. I don't even need it no more."
And it's called old age. That's awesome.
No. First of all, well, you got these 2 old bastards over here. You can't call me old. I'm still a spring chicken compared to these motherfuckers. But defensively, I'm going to bury the lead. We're not going to talk about it. The Chicago Bears are going to have the best defense in the division. Period. You look at Matt Eberflus being the play caller for the entire season. You got Eric Washington as that coordinator. We're going to have the Montez Sweat to start the season with health, right? We need to make sure we stay healthy, which we didn't really in that secondary. Think about how many corners it's like we rotated a different corner being hurt at every point of the season last year. So I think with all those things, and we're going to get an edge in this draft. I really feel like we're going to get an edge. I think the Chicago Bears are going to have the number 1 defense in the league. And I don't even think it's any question about that. And then next up, I'll have the Green Bay Packers, number 2. And then the Detroit Lions, number 3. And then the Vikings at number 4 in the division.
So bear with me. You saying that this is Homer talk. First of all, we're talking about the NFC North.
Yeah.
And the defense has proved stuff, as you so eloquently pointed out. The defense was really, really good last season. There's no questioning.
We finished the season a top 10 defense. So it's not just, and that's where the problem is with people that like you get people that jump in that just want to be contrary to get attention in the chat. And it's like, we're sorry that your mother didn't breastfeed you enough to where your brain isn't all the way developed, but understand that we talking football here. So
my thing
how about
is,
that?
Don't you see what that say right there? What that say right there? Chicago Bears Central. Dumb motherfucker, we homers.
Let them hear it in the back, Steve. I don't think
Look,
bro,
we just had 5 dudes.
word-
We just had 5 Bears fans say that the Packers had the best weapons in the NFC.
That's what I'm
5
saying.
Bears
Like,
fans.
talking about some homer talk.
Four.
Then we would have said
4
that we
out
got
of
the number
5.
1 offense. Like, what are we talking about?
4
I
out of
said we
5.
three.
C-Dub
I
said
we
4
3
people
and 2.
said
Like,
God
it's
damn, bro.
crazy,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Like motherfuckers just be wanting to talk, bro. But then if they get put on that summer jam screen, I'm looking to the left, so chill out. All right, that's what we're gonna say. That's what we're gonna say.
To the left.
It's
I'm
just
looking to the
funny,
left.
man.
That's
I
all
think
I can say.
we're probably the most non-biased channel on YouTube. Like to have 4 out of 5 Bears fans say that the Packers have the best weapons in the NFC North. The Packers. That should show you how much of non-homers we are with regard to having actual conversations about the Chicago Bears. We know that there's a lot to prove with this team. There is no just saying, "Oh, we got Keenan Allen, so we're the best team in the NFC North." No, they got to go out there and show us, just like they got to show the rest of the world.
And we clearly said that. So
Yeah, clearly said, and you know, and that's what the problem is when people just want to jump in and shit. Like you know, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. It is what I could absolutely cook motherfuckers today, but listen, we in peace right now. We're gonna be in peace.
Yeah,
We in a peaceful time right now. So
It's
I
Friday.
ain't too peaceful. I ain't gonna lie to you.
yeah. So, but yeah. What else y'all got, man? What else is on your mind as far as in the division? How do you see the division playing out overall from what we know right now?
oh, this gonna be a dogfight.
Yes.
It's gonna be a dogfight, but Coach T put something on my head last night when he was talking. He said styles create the fights. And the way that Ryan Poles is putting together this team, you giving yourself a fighting chance to muck it up a little bit. I understand the Detroit Lions said they want to bite kneecaps, and they had some success, and shout out to them. Hey, y'all been down for a long time. But they was a little soft against the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears was able to push their ass around and expose Ben Johnson a little bit to some of his tendencies, and Matt Eberflus outside of a quarter outcoached his ass both
It
times.
wasn't even a quarter.
Yeah.
It was the last 2 minutes of that first game. Literally the last 2 minutes of that first game.
57 minutes of the game. So now the problem is that the Bears do got to figure out a way. I believe they gotten better to compete with Green Bay, but you got to get out of your head when you go against them. That's going to be the next step. And I think the Minnesota Vikings for the Chicago Bears, that's somebody that they should be able to, compete with and handle. So if we're talking about the matchups and how the Bears match up, I would say they just got to mentally be tough and finally say enough is enough versus Green Bay. But they got to do it. As we talked about it the last 2 seasons. So,
well, outside of just the mentally tough aspect of it too, is like we got to have the game, and hopefully with what we're building now, the weapons that we've added on offense, what we've added on defense. So often we talked about it, that when the offense had a solid enough game, the defense didn't stand up, right? And vice versa. When the defense was doing their thing of shutting teams down, our offense couldn't score to save their fucking lives. So hopefully, so hopefully, that comes to regression to the mean or progression to the mean, whatever you want to look at it like, and that now we have an offense and defense that matches each other's intensity. And that's why, like me and Stevo talked about, like even Ryan Poles trying to take care of the special teams, right? So like hopefully those are things that really help get the Bears over that hump that we've been waiting to get over for years, man.
Yo, bro.
Man, go ahead.
No, go ahead,
Go
Steve.
ahead. It's just to me that the hill it wasn't that hard to climb. Like the hill is not that big. Like we push everybody to the limit for the most part, except that first game against Green Bay. But most of every game we lost, it's probably maybe 2 to 3 games where we could handedly point at somebody on this team and be like, that was your damn fault. You the reason why we didn't, or a couple of y'all are the reasons why we didn't win this game. Mm-hmm. Every single other game that we lost, it was a coaching error from the time they blew the whistle to the time the final blew its whistle win. And to me, when you just simply if we just simply had competent coaching, just competent coaching, not somebody just going to run the ball down the throat of the defense where they're stacking the box and it's 8 motherfuckers and we ain't been running down the middle all game. But then it's 3rd and 9, and then you want Justin to go out there and shotgun and throw a ball 30 damn yards, and he doesn't do it. Now it's his fault. No, you put him in that position. There's so many other play calls you could have made in those games that could have veered us out of certain situations that you put them in, but y'all all want to put it on somebody when y'all really don't realize it's so many phases of football that has to go right for the play to go right. fuck the game. Just one play to go right. If I really broke down to you everything they do to set up a play, the creation of a play, to calling it, to the verbiage, to all that, it takes everybody in units. Everybody got to know what's going on, and everybody has to have complete confidence in themselves, in their teammates, and in their coaches. And you can see it from the top down. There was no confidence from a lot of players. It wasn't just it was a lot of players. They didn't have confidence in them, their teammates, or some of the coaches. And I just went with this dude coming in with Shane Ward coming in. I seen him go to war with Detroit, and he ain't fold. He whooped their ass at the end. He finished the game, and that's why I expect him to come over here to do it with us. We finishing those games. We easily winning 9 to 10 games.
Yeah. And when I look at our outlook against the NFC North, I look at the Vikings. I'm be like, Bears should win. They got Sam Darnold right now. I think they still draft a quarterback or try some way to get another quarterback.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but get them out of here. We ain't even thinking of. But if you don't come to play, they will beat you.
Yes.
And then when you look at Detroit, now everybody hunting them now. They come in the hunt. They come in the hunt, Lion. Y'all didn't reached another level. Can they handle that? They never been in this position before. Now, when it comes to us battling them, we really got the upper hand, minus like the last 5 minutes of the game. So I really don't think that holds much problem to us. Now, the only thing with the Green Bay Packers, we got to stop feeling this anxiety. We feel that anxiety. We calling the game. Any little thing happen, you can look at the TV and look at the crowd on the screen. Like, oh my God, it's the first quarter, y'all. It's the first quarter. It's Green Bay. We got to get over this, bro. It ain't that serious. We beat them 2 times. That's only 2 wins. You got to win 10 times to probably get in the playoffs, to be comfortable in the playoffs. Let's stop making it so important to beat Green Bay. But it is still fuck Green Bay.
I'm about to say is yes.
I mean, and I said that last year, right? Is that the fact is, I know we focus so much on beating Green Bay, but you can win the division without beating Green Bay. I'd much rather win the division, but make no mistake about it, I'd love to beat Green Bay on the way to doing that shit too. But the first thing is to take care of business, win your division. And if you could beat Green Bay along that way, absolutely. But I feel like I get it as Bears fans. We hate those cheesehead bastards, as we should. Make no mistake about it. I told y'all, my 10-year-old son knows if Aaron Rodgers ever have a kid and he runs into him, punch the nigga. You never gonna get in trouble. Don't worry about it. We got generational beef. But it's like it comes down to this.
Generational beef. And that's exactly what it is.
That's facts, for real. And come get me so I can punch him too.
Exactly. But we and that's the thing where this team is, that we were in there were so many games where we let slip away, and then that we were in, and then they didn't slip away. We started letting it slip, and then the motherfuckers took it and ran off with it. But hopefully the Bears are going to be in a much better position this year to do the things and take care of that business that we know that they didn't take care of a lot of times last year. And I feel like we're getting to that. We got to see how it comes together, but we're getting to that.
Okay.
Oh, one last point. One last point with when Stevo was talking about confidence. The first in the preseason, how were the Bears running them screenplays? Few weeks later versus Tampa Bay, how confident was those players running those screenplays?
Not very confident at all.
They knew damn well they.
Well, if you're running it on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down,
they and that been like, no, not again.
Them motherfuckers breaking everybody to the edge, and we just sit here running. But I think they gonna figure run it, throw it. Why you throw it? It's a pick, motherfucker. You just call the screen pass. Why you call the screen pass?
Like I said, it was the second game of the season. Well, who do we play the second game of the season?
Tampa Bay.
Oh yeah, the Tampa Bay game when they literally was like, we knew exactly where they were going, and we knew exactly. It was if your offense can be predicted 2 games into the season, you ain't doing your job right.
Oh my goodness, bro.
That's a new level of ass I've never seen before. How we do, you can figure out. You know exactly what's going to happen.
He said that's a Dominican Republic.
He did it again at the end. He did it again during the season, though. Ran it 3 times in a row, bro.
Several times.
He like.
I'm not shocked he did it year 2, so that's why I was worried. So,
Bro.
like, I mean, I knew when we brought him in, I'm like, okay, this motherfucker ain't never play called before, but let's see what happens. And then he showed his ass.
Man, the
So,
fact
like,
that Buddy got another job already is baffling to me. But
I mean,
I-
you know,
my
A lot of
question-
people are trying to. Clearly, the
Brandon
NFL
Staley
knows
has
that the
the job
problem's
already.
Justin Fields, because if
That's-
the NFL didn't think it was Justin Fields the problem, they wouldn't have hired Luke Gessie that quick. Shut the fuck up. It's
or they
the
would have traded
Raiders.
for him by now. They would have traded
Yeah,
for
like
Justin Fields. Stupid.
come on, man.
Stupid. My question is to you guys now.
Don't ask no questions. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
My
Why don't you
statement.
shut up?
My statement.
He been
my
fucking
sta-
with you all day, Kev. You
My
gotta get on
statement-
this nigga.
My statement to you guys: he already in St. Patrick's Day mode, man. It's all good, man. I feel like there's more legs to what Ryan Poles had to say about doing right by Justin Fields and paying attention to what they've been doing with the free agency and these trades. So do you all feel like when he said, I'm going to do right by Justin Fields, that he was talking about putting a better team around him? Or is it still too much conjecture to even comment on that?
Well, let's be
That's
clear.
why
When
he
he said that, he said it in the framework of if they do make a move to do right by Justin Fields. But those words can be taken a lot of different ways. Because I mean, either way, you can take it this whatever way. Because if you're going to keep Justin, you damn sure going to want to make sure you do right by your quarterback. If you're going to move him, that's just what this front office is showing, right? We know that they like Justin Fields, right? And had the Bears not been in the position to have the number 1 overall pick, this conversation wouldn't even be here. It wouldn't be here. This front office would not be looking to move on from Justin Fields if it wasn't for us being in this unique situation. So I think when you hear Ryan Poles say that he wants to do right by Justin, I think that's regardless of how he meant it at the time. That's regardless. If Justin's going to be here, they're going to do right by him, and if he's going to be gone, they're going to do right by him there as well.
And I think that Ryan Poles has shown that he will do right by players. This man traded Chase Claypool to the Dolphins, traded Robert Quinn to the Eagles, traded Roquan Smith to the Ravens.
Yeah.
And he ain't even like Chase Claypool like that after a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
He gave all these guys an opportunity to go be successful elsewhere.
And
it was
also
left up to them to figure it out.
Also, Travis Gibson. He cut Travis Gibson with enough time for Travis Gibson to go on and get on in on the team.
So he looked out.
I forgot about Travis Gibson. Bro.
Oh, that's because he got like 5 total tackles last year. Total tackles. That's it.
He went to Tennessee. It wasn't much to remember.
Oh my goodness, bro. Damn, him and Robinson. Remember we thought they had their chance when
they did have their chance. They failed.
And I mean, that first year, Dominique Robinson as a depth piece was killing it. We all thought, hey, give this man an opportunity. We sent away Robert Quinn. We're like, all right, Robinson's going to get to come in. He's going to get to show some things. And he quickly showed why some people are better coming off the bench.
Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, this league will eat your ass alive, bro.
Yeah,
eat you alive, bro. From play to play, bro. It's crazy.
For sure.
Now, so since people wanted to bring up Harrison, we about to charge y'all to take shit. No, I'm just playing. We ain't charging.
Why you always got to drink? God damn, man.
Why you hating? Not even taking a shot. That was just a joke. Jesus Christ.
Look at Steve,
PTSD,
bro.
Hey, Steve, are you my conscience?
Daddy's drinking again. He's gonna be mom. Like, what the hell are we doing?
I don't know. Hey, Chad, I don't know why they sit here doing all that. All 4 of these motherfuckers got a drink nearby, so shut the hell up. I don't even know why you talking
Next
about.
room over. 20
Exactly. He
steps away.
reaching under the table. Boom. It's from Japan.
20 steps away.
Look at it. It don't make no damn sense. I've never met a group of people that know ready to take a shot at any moment.
Functional.
So you
ain't talking.
You don't hang out with grown-ups? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't wake up with grown-ups that ready to drink at every given moment. I don't. No, I don't.
You
Bro,
do.
I don't.
Us. What are you talking about?
It's 7 p.m. Eastern time. What are you talking about? This is drink o'clock. What are we talking about here?
Drink o'clock. See, this man said drink o'clock. Only an alcoholic will say so. Drink o'clock.
Hey man, it's St. Patrick's Day
Steve,
weekend.
when we were supposed to drink, Steve? When we supposed to take a
We
drink?
gotta wait 3 more hours.
You gotta.
You tell us when we supposed to take a drink.
Hey, young guys, we got gentlemen on here. We got children probably watch. You gotta watch. You gotta set a good example for the children.
Hold on.
Wait.
In the words of the GOAT, fuck them kids. That's the law. If y'all
They got no business. No business, kicking it with the cognac boys.
I ain't paying for nobody's kids' therapy but my own, and
Oh,
we
my
good over
mama.
here. So like,
What we
anyway, let's
supposed to
get to
change
these
our
super
name
chats
to the
before we get
Water
up
Boy?
out of here.
Let's get it.
Marshall says, ask y'all a question. Would y'all trade the number 1 pick and a third next year to Washington for the number 2 pick in Darren Payne? Both
Yes.
seconds and next year. Fuck yeah. What are you talking
We in
about?
there.
Yes.
We in there.
Absolute yes.
That dude was like, "What you guys? If you walked in the room and Rihanna was butt naked, bent over, would you take it or would you?"
So
Like, come on,
pigs,
man.
pussy, pork, yes.
Like, what?
Jesus, you ain't lying.
We will be live for the draft. We will be live for the draft.
Definitely. Red
Shout out to
says,
Shay.
get these brothers real members to 15K before the draft. No BAP, Chi-Town, lower end, 47th, St. Lawrence. Jesus Christ, you shot somebody
Ooh,
this
trenches,
morning.
baby.
He's
Trenches.
talking about
Hey, no, it's partly gentrified over there now.
Is it
can-
gentrified
No,
now?
no.
Yes, I said partly.
But that man got a pack of annihilators in his pocket right now.
Pineapple.
I'm
Hey,
like,
them the goat now, ladies. I don't care what he's talking about. Pineapple now, ladies, the goat.
Arturo with the $5 super chat. Thank you for supporting the
What
channel,
did you
brother.
just say?
Pineapple
Kev?
now, ladies, the goat now, ladies. That's what
when
I
the
said.
fuck
Man,
they
let's
make
get to
pineapple
these
nine
stats,
Now
man.
laters.
Kev
What?
is tripping.
You found a tropical kind. Kev had the type to he be on TikTok trying
Maybe
Japan,
maybe
Japanese
Steve,
candy.
you know what?
and shit.
Kev just saying that maybe Steve was right. We got to stop drinking because what the fuck was that, Kev?
What was that?
What was
I ain't
that?
never had a
Pineapple now later.
Pineapple.
Y'all tweaking.
No,
Hey,
nigga,
Stat,
no.
I've had one, but you said that's the best.
They are the best.
Next week he
Say,
gonna be
wait,
talking
hold
about
on.
that.
Next
Say it
chat.
again, Kev.
Nah, you ain't finna kick me out, bro. I'm hip to your.
He still kicked.
He blicked him down.
That's so unnecessary, man.
All right. Mitch says, love y'all
Next week
discussion
will be
with
bad. That's crazy.
with Coach T. Bears on their run. Sign Aaron Donald towards the end of the year so he can help us win a bowl. I can dream, right? That's listen. Hey, let me ask y'all this question before we go. Is Aaron Donald the best defensive tackle of all time?
Ooh.
3-time defensive player of the year, Super Bowl champion, a sack machine. He's in the conversation.
In the convo for sure.
Yeah, he's in the conversation. We just can't be prisoners of the moment and ignore a lot of great Hall of Fame players that came before him. But he's definitely up there.
For me, damn.
Over 100 sacks as a defensive tackle. Let's keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say it's either him or John Randall.
Oh, John Randall's a beast, bro.
But John Randall had 137
Yeah,
37 sacks.
with Gucci. What about
Wait, how many Super Bowls? So how many?
But he ain't got a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warren Sapp.
I like Warren Sapp too.
I mean,
like
Warren
Warren
Sapp
Sapp
was a
too.
monster.
And he got the ring for it.
Yeah.
No,
Top three.
I
Top
give him
three.
the nod. I give him the nod. I'm gonna just go and step out there and give him the nod.
That's fair.
I'll give him the nod. Aaron Donald.
I gotta wait. I gotta see the stats. So Warren Sapp had No, you might. It's like I said, it's either him or John Randall. They both the ones that got over 100 sacks. So I got to do that on John Randall.
Yeah. I mean, Warren Sapp wasn't too far off. 96.5 sacks for Warren Sapp. And Warren Sapp had 4 interceptions.
That big
Yeah,
that's a big bowling ball.
He used to drop in certain coverages. He used to
Reggie
drop.
White was not a defensive tackle.
He was DN Gucci.
Yeah, he was DM.
But the fact that Aaron Donald got 3 defensive players of the year might push him over the top.
That's what I thought of, and what made me go over the
Yeah,
top and go Aaron Donald, bro.
Willie, one last super chat says, I love Keenan Allen trade, but do you think we should have gotten Mike Williams or kept our pick?
Hell
No.
Hell, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't have been mine if we signed Mike Williams either. I didn't even know Keenan Allen was on the dock, but we gave up a 4th. Let's be clear here. Even if we do only end up keeping Keenan Allen for 1 season, you're not going to get a player the caliber of Keenan Allen with the 4th round.
Well, here's the thing: Mike Williams is a one-trick pony. We like him, but Keenan Allen he's a possession receiver. He's gonna go out there and get you first downs. I think out of the times they threw to him last season for first down, he caught it like 80% of the time. for first down.
And he dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I need somebody where he know this is the year. I'm gonna say it. If we keep Justin Fields, expect the anticipatory passes now.
I'm with it. I mean,
I'm
we
with
got an offensive coordinator that's going to scheme players open.
That's
as
another
well.
thing. You're gonna scheme people open. That passing lane gonna be open. Therefore, you're gonna have the trust to throw a throw with touch that's anticipated. I can't say shit. Anticipated, and they
Hey,
can make it without thinking about it.
hey, teams can't play man
Leonidas
against us.
knew to run his ass up out of here the same way his
gone.
daddy ran up out of his life because he was about to get flamed.
Bro,
I mean,
He was over here. He
he
was over
already
here wilding.
exactly, because ain't nobody even brought up Justin Fields. You brought up. We haven't even talked
Right.
about Justin Fields.
It's all good.
Like so, like,
We
it's-
ignored him.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I understand when you got a daddy abandonment issues, you just want love from him, man. That's a little bit weird to me, but hey, it is what it is.
He do got his daddy, his ghost. He just he ain't shit. That's the problem. He ain't got an unshit father. That's all it is.
Ghost of Judah still looks like he lives in the group home too. Like, so I mean,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of that. too.
He getting age out. He that one that didn't age out. They just kept
He's the one that one of the women at the group home technically adopted him so he can stay at the group home.
Really, my grandson.
Yeah. But Key says, "What's good, fellas? I'm always late checking in on the platform. This is the #1 Chicago Bears content. Fuck Chicago Bears, old hating asses. Oh, CHGO Bears, all hating asses. Love y'all boys. Well, with that said, that's the perfect place to end it, man. Thank you for that love. Thank you, every guys for turn. I didn't even see it. Jesus Christ. Thank y'all. Trade down with Washington to get a Hall. Trade down with Pat Hall. Trade down with Cards since they lost. Listen, that's you doing too much. That's mad. My brain can't comprehend that. I'm just gonna be.
You just
real.
want to trade the pick.
Appreciate you, Red.
But all right, y'all, man. Love you guys. Chi-Town up, Bear down. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to we got a goal of getting to 16K by the draft. I know they said 15. We can do it. We can do it. If we can't, it is what it is, man. But we love you guys. Make sure you follow, man. We out, y'all. Peace.
The hell is you giggling for?